Turning our attention now to the ASX, here's Matt Birney and Bulls and Bears with the latest public company views and interviews.
Welcome to Bulls and Bears, where we break down the latest ASX announcements from public companies that are doing interesting things. Today's Bulls and Bears report is brought to you by Tietto Minerals, ASX code TIE. I'm Matt Birney, and I'm joined now on 6PR by the Executive Director of Tietto Minerals, Mark Strizek. Hi, Mark.
Hi, Matt. How you going?
Good. Tietto is a West African-focused explorer that is looking to fast-track the development of its Abuja gold project in West Africa. The company recently released a pre-feasibility study over the project, revealing a robust set of numbers as it eyes a rapid move into gold production. Mark, before we get stuck into those PFS numbers, it seems that every time you poke a hole into Abuja, you hit some good numbers. Just how big is the resource and the reserve there now, and what sort of grades do you have across both?
So we've got a very large global resource of 3 million ounces, and importantly, we've already been able to declare reserves, and we've got 860,000 ounces at 1.7, but there's a large amount of scope to improve on that. We've got a mining inventory of 1.1 million ounces at 1.5 at AG, and that's coming from the main pit. That's the one that really gets all the capital paid for and starts throwing out a fair amount of free cash. So a lot of scope to increase on this.
Okay, well, let's get into those PFS numbers. I see you've done some of your modelling at $1,700 an ounce, so let's use that number as the base. Just how much free cash will the mine spit out a year?
We're up to nearly $84 million US, and that's on the PFS base case. We've got over $694 million life of mine cumulative cash flow. So look, very, very healthy, and that's pre-tax. So this is pretty significant.
And for how many years do you expect it'll produce those sort of numbers?
Righto. So on our conservative base case, we've got over 6 years. We've also talked about an expanded case, and we see there's a good opportunity to be able to increase that. And we're targeting 10 years through further drilling, adding to our resource base.
And how many ounces are you planning to push out a year?
First year, we've got 200,000 ounces, and for the next 6 years, we're able to do it at around about just under 170,000, 168. So these are healthy numbers.
What's it going to cost you to build this thing in US dollars?
It's $230 million, and there's a large amount of contingency in that. It's something that we think that we'll be able to pull that back through the DFS, so something to look forward to.
And the internal rate of return predicted?
It's very good. It's over 60%, so that's pre-tax. So it's really, really healthy, robust numbers.
And have you put a net present value figure on it?
We have. We've got over $500 million at $700 pre-tax, so it looks good, Matt.
And most importantly, what's it going to cost you to produce an ounce of gold from Abuja? All-in sustaining cost, how much per ounce in US dollars?
So all-in sustaining is $839, so it's right on the money.
Mark Strizek from Tietto Minerals, thanks very much for joining me on 6PR today. And remember, Bulls and Bears is only here to give you information, not advice, which you should of course seek independently. I'm Matt Birney. Thanks for listening to Bulls and Bears.
For more public company CEO interviews, go to the Money page at 6pr.com.au and click the Public Companies tab.